Hey there everyone, Paradise Gamer 13 here, once again. Well, I keep wanting to say resuming my Let's Play of Pokemon 3D, but since this was kind of in the past, I guess that doesn't really apply. But as I've explained in the past two videos, I did all three of these parts together. None of them have a live narration because I was dumb and I didn't have my mic on. So that's why you're kind of watching this and watching or listening to me say everything kind of after the fact, which is really unfortunate because, you know, obviously I feel like overall live commentaries are the more accepted genre, I guess, of Let's Plays. I don't really know if that's what you want to call them, but I don't know how to describe them, but you know. Anyways, though, I hopefully will try to find something interesting to say here. I know in the last video I started talking about the fairy types, and unfortunately I didn't really get to talk about them too much, but hey, there's a Magnemite out there, so this gives me a great way to segue into what I was talking about before. So, I was talking about how Magnemite and Magneton are the only two Pokemon that I can think of, at least, that change types from Generation 1 to 2, obviously. Well, they didn't change types per se, they just got a new one added to their current electric type. Obviously, that was the Steel type. As far as I know, no other Pokemon added or changed whatever types other than those two. So the thing that I'm really confused about is because so far the revealed fairy Pokemon have been Sylveon, which is a new Pokemon, so obviously that doesn't... The only explanation that would be is why there's a fairy type anyway. Oh, I just want to point out too that I just my Frogger learns this move called Chip Away, which I think is from Gen 5 maybe. I've never actually used it before. I remember it vaguely. Well, that was weird. Yeah, I just get rid of Scratch because I don't even know why I still have Scratch at this point. But yeah, I just wanted to point that out because that's one thing at least that I can mention from this gameplay. Okay, it's kind of skipping around a little bit. That's weird. I don't know if that's my computer doing that or if that's the actual gameplay here. Surely that's not what it was like. But why did I saved because there's a big fight coming up, but hold on. I just swear there's been so many like, inconveniences and stuff in this series that well, that seems a lot. Okay, hopefully that fixed the problem. Just needs to buffer out a little bit. Hopefully, like I said, that fixed the problem. But I swear, I've just had so many problems with these dumb videos. But like I said, next part. Thankfully, we've finally gotten to the end of this 3-part mini episode series type thing where my live commentary is non-existent. So thankfully, that's all over, and it seems to be a lot smoother, so we're good to go from here. And like I said, part 26 should be up sometime in the near future. I don't know if I'll have it up today per se. No, probably not. If anything, I'll probably just do another part of Wario Land 2 because that game is a lot of fun, and I'm really enjoying doing the Let's Play of that so far, so it's a good game. So, yeah, what can I say? Also, I really need to get back to doing the Pokemon TCG series. I kind of got stuck. I sidetracked off of that because I had some problems with the guy I was trying to fight because he wouldn't let me fight him because I didn't have enough cards, and I did a whole lot of wild goose chasing only to find out that he technically shouldn't be fought until like much later on in the game, which is probably why I don't have enough cards to fight him or whatever. So I'll get back to that soon. And but yeah, anyways though, there really isn't that much more I can do in Pokemon 3D after the radio tower thing as of right now. Well, as of let's see here, today is Tuesday maybe. So if that's the case, now I guess it doesn't really matter anyways because it used to be the case that every Tuesday a new update for Pokemon 3D would come out. But more recently they've been kind of spread out. They've been bigger updates, which is nice. But obviously they haven't been every Tuesday or every other Tuesday or whatever it used to be. I don't even remember at this point. So it's not that big of a deal, but you know, I guess it's possible that there could be an update today that I haven't checked about for because I haven't checked in probably about. Actually, I did just check like 3 days ago or something like that. So it's not like it's been that long since I've checked, but I just don't check nearly as often as I used to because of how few and far between the updates are now. But again, like I said, when they've come, the past couple ones have been pretty large updates. So that's something to, you know, at least look forward to, I guess. But I will say though that if, you know, if like there's a really long, ridiculously long time between this update and the next, I'll probably focus more on Pokemon TCG, my Let's Play of that. But if I like finish that, or I just kind of want something else to do, or whatever you know, I will probably be starting a new Let's Play of another new fan-made Pokemon game called, I think it's called Pokemon Reborn, if I remember correctly. It's also like still currently in development, so you know there's a chance that I might catch up to the point where it's currently at and have to wait a while for that as well. But at least it would potentially give me something to do while I wait for the next update or whatever. Or if, you know, hopefully this doesn't happen, you know. But in the event that for some reason they were to stop working on Pokemon 3D, which would be a real shame after all the work they've already put into it and stuff. And why am I... Oh. I get a call from Bill from my non-existent Pokegear that I had never picked up. Or not that I don't... Unless there's some way how to access it on the menu that I don't know about. But, yeah. Anyways, I should probably actually, like, I kind of meandered off the track. I like how because I couldn't move, so I never really got a good look at this guy, but I think this is, I don't know, it's one of the Rocket admin people, guys, but I don't remember which one it is. It might be Petrol or whatever the other guys' names are. It is Petrol. I just completely kind of guessed that. Because, like I said, that was the only one I remember their name of, but, yeah. I'm still really kind of peeved that I didn't check my mic, but oh well. What's in the past is in the past, I suppose. Anyways, though, obviously, what I was supposed to do is rescue the director. Obviously, Petrol was not the director, so what I'm going to have to do here is, I think he'll explain it after the battle, but I have to go, and I think I mentioned in the last video, I think, as well, but I actually have to go in this, like, underground storage type area. I don't even really know what you want to call it, but I have to go down there and find the real directors down there. So that's where I gotta go next, and in the process I'll actually be engaging in another rival battle, I believe, and a couple other things. There's like a puzzle type thing that you have to solve, and surprisingly, as many times as I've played through Gold, Silver, Crystal, Heart Gold, Soul Silver, all that stuff, I've never actually like gotten it like memorized what I'm supposed to do. Although I'm really curious to see. I mean, maybe he didn't even put that in because no, he probably has. He's been pretty thorough with like the last couple updates, like I said. But basically, it's like these buttons that you have to press in a certain order or something like that. Usually, I just kind of screw around with them until I get something. But if he has all the items implemented in that area, it might be worth my while to, because there's different paths that you can open up depending on which buttons you press in which order, other than just the main path. And I think one of them leads to a couple different items. I think one of them just leads to like a smoke ball, but you know, I might as well pick it up if I can. But other than that, I just basically have to figure out how to do the main puzzle to get to the main path, so to say. But yeah, well, there he goes. The underground warehouse. That's what I kept calling it, a storage area. I don't know why I didn't just call it the underground warehouse, but yeah. And this is actually really confusing to me because I think I might actually go ahead and go down here now. I don't know if I stop at the Pokemon Center or anything like that on the way, but because if that's the case, this would be a really short video. Or at least it seems like it anyways. I don't know. I kind of rambled on forever. And I never got my point across about the fairy types. That kind of makes me a little peeved as well, because I get so sidetracked with stuff. But basically the point I want to make while I'm backtracking here is Jigglypuff, Meryl, and Gardevoir are all going to be, I assume, kind of like with Magnemite and Magneton, not, you know, not just like their type is changed into the fairy type, so to say, but it's been added with their already current typing. But the weird thing is, like, especially with Jigglypuff, Marill, well, all three of them, I guess, because Jigglypuff evolves into Wigglytuff. Wigglytuff was not mentioned as a fairy type, not that I know of at least, unless that was just implied from what I was reading. Although I would think it's a little weird that they would only mention, like they mentioned Jigglypuff, who's a basic Pokemon. Well, no, Igglybuff evolves into Jigglypuff, so I would think that they would have mentioned Igglybuff if they were just mentioning basic Pokemon. But that logic can be thrown out anyways because obviously Marill is not the first form. There we go, whatever you want to call it. Azurill would be, but also Azurill I think is a normal. Azurill's not even a water type. I don't think. Don't quote me on that. I think he's just a normal type or something like that. Or maybe he's normal water. I don't know. But that'd be kind of weird if. I mean, I assume that he would be the fairy type as well as Azumarill. And like I said, same thing with Wigglytuff. But what I was looking at, it just said Sylveon, Jigglypuff, Marill, and Gardevoir, which like I said would be really like I don't know if it's supposed to be implied that their prior forms, or I keep wanting to say evolutions, but I guess if I'm going like in the case of Gardevoir, Ralts and Kirlia, is Gardevoir just because, you know, obviously when if you evolve what's his name, Kirlia into Gallade, it turns into Psychic Fighting, but Gardevoir has always been just Psychic to my knowledge, I think. I like how, okay, I just wanted to point this out. I'm gonna get sidetracked again, but the video's coming to a close and I'll probably talk about it more in the next video. But there was somehow I was supposed to walk through that suspicious looking wall. Now that's not the way it is in the real games, at least the way I remember it. But here, I think I'd go back through it again, so you'll see, have a better look at it. I found this wall while I was looking for like HM Ride a little bit or something like that, and it was like weird pixelated, and I just happened to like, this looks awful suspicious. So I thought maybe that HM Ride would be behind there, but this is actually where you're supposed to go, the underground warehouse. I don't know why it was hidden the way it was, but yeah, that was a little weird. So obviously that's the end of the video. So yeah, I gotta wrap this up then, I guess, and like I said, I'll just talk about it some more in the next part when I actually will have a live commentary. I guarantee it. Otherwise, I will just like start the game over from scratch or something if I need to. I probably won't go that extreme. I'll just do another post-recorded commentary like this one. But I will double check to make sure I have my mic on in the next part for sure. Anyways, though, if you guys like this video, I'd really appreciate you leaving me a like and potentially subscribing to my channel if you haven't done so and you want to get notified of future content and videos and stuff. And as always, I hope you guys enjoyed, and thanks again for watching.